Hello, everybody. It is Thursday Tea with me, Katie B, where we have a new topic and a new tea each week. I am Katie Bach from katiebach.com. I am an intuitive spiritual guide and mindset coach. I combine yoga, meditation, energy work, and mindset tools to guide you towards authentic alignment and living fearless, free, and fulfilled. If you are here today, give me a little wave. Let me know you're here. I'd love to hear from you. Today's tea is an orange spice tea from Good and Gather, which is the Target brand. It kind of reminds me of fall, but it's pretty good. I definitely prefer it hot versus cold. So orange spice tea today. And we are talking about energetic blocks, which is a big thing that we all have and we're not always consciously aware of. So it's a really great thing to talk about. So energetic blocks, what are they? Let's just begin with that. Energetic blocks are like unprocessed wounds, unprocessed emotions, beliefs, thoughts, memories, things that we kind of suppress. And sometimes we do it consciously and sometimes we do it unconsciously and we don't really realize it. And you're not bad and you're not wrong. We all do this. This happens to all of us. Remember that. But they can really block us and they can really come up when we're feeling stuck, when we're trying to work through things or we're trying to get somewhere in life or do something, achieve something, and we're just feeling stuck. And it's often because we have these energetic blocks that we're not processing, that maybe we're not even aware exist. And so they can come up in any part of your energetic system. So let's talk specifically about your chakra system. You have 7 main chakras and they align with all parts of you. And so you can be blocked in any one of them or multiple chakra centers. Now, it becomes a block, these things that happen, these emotions, these beliefs, memories, experiences, when we either consciously or unconsciously accept them in. We accept it as a belief, as a reality, and then it becomes in as a block. Some of the most common ways that these blocks form are suppressed emotions, denying your true self. So those can go hand in hand here. Suppressing your emotions. Are you feeling stressed and you're trying to stuff it down instead of acknowledging it? Are you afraid and you're not admitting that you're afraid? You're just trying to push forward because you want to be strong, right? How often do we do that? Are you feeling ashamed or guilty of something and you're pushing these feelings down because you don't want to feel them because we label them as negative, right? Angry, sad, all of these things, when you suppress them, you subconsciously create a block in your energy system, which is then going to keep you stuck in different places throughout your life. So suppressed emotions, which also ties into denying your true self. What feels true for you? Does it feel true for you to be angry? Does it feel true for you to be sad? Does it feel true for you to say no, but you're saying yes? Or vice versa? Saying yes, but you're saying no? Denying yourself what you truly feel and desire really brings up some major blocks inside. And I know it's not always easy to just stand in your truth. But these blocks get created from these things. So suppressing emotions, denying your true self. Another common cause of a block is no self-care. Putting your needs last. Not taking care of yourself. These can create major blocks inside of you because it will stem down to suppressed emotions and denying your true self, right? So it kind of ties in together and it creates these knots in your energetic system, which then begin to affect your body and your mindset and your spirituality and all of those things, because remember, we're not just one part, we're multiple parts that make the whole, right? You're a whole being with multiple parts. So when your energy's blocked, your body's going to feel it, your mind's going to feel it, your spirit's going to feel it. It's all intertwined. We can also take on other people's energy, which this is like the crazy thing. You can literally walk into the grocery store and just you pulled on someone's energy and then it's creating a block in your system. This is why energy cleansing and clearing is so important. And I did another live on that a few weeks ago. You can catch it on my profile or on my website, katiebach.com. But really, really important because you can pull on someone's energy just by walking into the grocery store. You can pull on someone else's block because they're a huge, important person in your life and you're energetically connected to them. So it's not always things that we take on. Sometimes we take on someone else's stuff too. And so that can create a block within you as well. The other common thing that we do that creates these blocks is becoming the pain that you feel. Becoming what you've been told that you are by other people and letting that define you. And this creates blocks because the truth is you get to be whoever you want to be. And the only person that defines you is you. And so when we take on the pain that we're feeling, when we become that pain, when we let it define us, when we become what we're told we are or what we're told to be, it creates those blocks because you're actually pure freedom. Pure freedom, pure truth, pure awareness. And so these blocks get created within us. We all do these things. So please, you are not wrong. There is nothing to fix. You are not broken. We all get blocked. And it commonly comes from these things: suppressing emotions, denying your true self, not taking care of yourself, putting your needs last, taking on other people's energy, and becoming the pain that you feel, becoming, letting those things define you, right? So how do you become aware of these blocks? Because a lot of times they're in our subconscious and we're not even consciously aware of these blocks that are happening. And so we have to bring them into our conscious awareness to then work through those blocks. And now that doesn't mean that you have to go back and face that experience that you had. Like you could have experienced a trauma and you've got a block in your energy system. It doesn't mean you have to go back and visit that trauma to clear that block. It's just about bringing awareness to this space within you and what you're actually feeling. We can really tie a lot of our energetic blocks to emotional blocks, right? Suppressing things. If we're talking about not taking care of yourself and your needs are last, there's going to be some anger that comes up there. There's going to be some no energy. There's going to be some stress that comes up there, overwhelm, right? Maybe even some sadness. So it all kind of ties back to your emotions, which really we have to remember that we are interconnected, right? So how do we bring these into our conscious awareness? The first step is to really create space for yourself, is to create a safe space for yourself to actually do this. That is a really, really big thing. Because if you don't create that safe space for yourself to actually begin to realize these energetic blocks, it's going to be really hard and you're not going to feel safe to do it. So creating that space for yourself is really important. And this is what we do in Chakra Reset Week. We create a safe space for you to then begin to heal these blocks, to bring them to your consciousness, to begin to clear them and open up your energetic system, not just through energy healing, but through movement of the body with yoga, through mindset with meditation and mantra. So we combined all these things to really interconnect all those webs in you so that we're not just clearing the energy, we're also clearing it from the body and the mind as well, which is really important. So step one is creating space for yourself, a safe space for yourself to really bring those blocks into your consciousness, to become aware of them. Step two is to become aware, right? To recognize patterns that might be happening. Where are you feeling stuck? Where are you repeating patterns that don't feel good for you? Are you constantly telling yourself no when you need to rest because you feel like you have to keep working? Okay, well, there's the block there. So where is that coming from? Is it coming from a belief that you have to work hard or you have to achieve something before you can rest, right? That's a block somewhere in your energetic system. And those types of blocks are not just in your energy, they're in your mindset too. And that's why it's really important to make sure that you're creating that space. We're bringing it into the consciousness. We're clearing that energy, right? We're doing that energy healing, but we're also moving it out of the body through movement, and we're moving it out of the mind through meditation as we create new neural pathways for you to react differently the next time, right? So step one, creating that safe space for yourself. We do this in Chakra Reset Week, recognizing the patterns. Where you feel stuck? Where are you feeling depressed or sad? Where are you procrastinating? Where are you refusing to do something you actually want to, or maybe you don't want to, but you're not sure why, but you know you have to? Where are you repeating patterns that don't feel good for you? All of these are signs of blocks, and they can help you really bring those blocks into your awareness. If you guys are here, give me a little wave. Let me know you're here. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know your favorite tea. Today's tea, again, is Orange Spice by Good and Gather. So, energetic blocks, creating that space, recognizing your patterns, and then acknowledging and surrendering. Remembering, there is nothing to fix. There is nothing wrong with you. Stepping into acceptance and surrendering to this block will help you to release it. You don't have to fight with it, and you don't have to struggle with it. You don't even have to get down to the bottom of where it actually began. That's not what this is about. What it's about is bringing that awareness into the forefront, so then you can create that new way to react, right? So this is exactly what we do in Chakra Reset Week. We create that space, a safe space, a community held for you to do this work. We move the body in yoga to really clear the energy blocks and the stagnant energy through physical movement. And then we do the meditation to really clear the mind. And through this yoga and through this meditation, we begin to create neural pathways in the brain that allow you to react differently the next time. So as we heal the energy and we clear the energy, we move the body, we clear it from the body, we meditate, we do that mindset work. And we've created this new space for you to now react differently. And that is how we clear those energetic blocks, right? So it all begins with creating that space, recognizing where you're feeling stuck, recognizing where you're repeating patterns that don't feel good for you, where you're feeling sad or depressed in life, acknowledging this and surrendering to it, total acceptance for yourself, and then letting it clear out, right? Doing the work, energy healing, yoga, moving the body. If yoga's not your thing, that's okay. You can run, you can walk. Moving the body is extremely important. And then that meditation, that breath work and mindset work to really open up that space in your entire being to clear those blocks. So it's not about doing one thing to clear your blocks. It's about allowing your entire system to clear it out. And it's probably going to come up again. My biggest block is not being worthy. And this started when I was a kid, not being worthy. Totally a belief that I created on my own, but I carried it with me for years and years and years. And I finally cleared that block, and yet it still shows its face every now and then, and I have to work through it. But because I know it's there, because I'm aware of the block when it comes up, I can quickly do the steps to shift that block. It's really important to remember that energy doesn't just go away. It doesn't just disappear. So what we do is we transmute that energy from this block into something that lifts you up. And that's exactly how Chakra Reset Week works. We bring that block to the surface, and then we transmute it into something to lift you up. So it's like we're shifting that belief or that emotion or the block to then lift you up and empower you to re-energize your energetic system. It's really a beautiful, beautiful thing. So let's recap real quick. The tea today is orange spice tea. I actually really like it. It reminds me of the fall. Better hot for sure. If you guys are here, let me know your favorite tea or coffee. I'm always up to try something new. And energetic blocks. What are they? Quick recap. Unprocessed wounds, emotions, beliefs, thoughts, memories, things that you have taken on consciously or subconsciously and believe them to be true, and they get stuck in your energetic system. Common ways that these blocks are created: suppressing emotions, denying your true self, no self-care, putting your needs last, taking on others' energy, becoming the pain you feel, allowing pain to define you, allowing someone else to define you, right? How do we shift these blocks? How do we recognize them and shift them? 1, create space for yourself. Super important. Create that safe bubble, that safe space for you to actually do this work and to feel comfortable doing it. Step 2, recognize where you're feeling stuck. Recognize the patterns that you're repeating that don't feel good for you. Recognizing where you're feeling sad or depressed in your life, where you're procrastinating. Step 3, acknowledging these patterns, these feelings, surrendering to them. Biggest thing is you must be ready to do this work. And if you're not ready, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. I say this all the time. When you're afraid, admit that you're afraid. And if you don't want to face it, that's okay. Say to yourself, I'm afraid and I don't want to deal with it right now. So I'm choosing not to deal with it. Because that way you're not suppressing it, you are acknowledging it, and you're saying, I have the power to choose here, and I'm choosing not to deal with it in this moment. It's still going to come back up, and you're still going to have to face it at some point. But you've stood in your power. So when it comes back, you can be like, yeah, I knew that fear was there. I choose not to deal with it. But you know what? I'm going to deal with it now. Because you've held on to your power, right? So if you're not ready, it's okay. Just acknowledge its existence. Bring it into your conscious awareness so that really you're working through it even when you don't think you are, and you're standing in your power, right? So we do this work in Chakra Reset Week. We are going to go through each chakra center. We're going to work through those blocks, bring them to your conscious awareness, move the body in yoga, do meditation and breath work to really reset not just your energy, not just your body, not just your mindset, but all of them together to really open you up for that clear flow of energy, connect to your soul, and step back into your alignment and feeling good in life. So I would love for you to join me at Chakra Reset Week. It's katiebach.com/CRW to join, totally free for everyone. And if you have any questions, please reach out and let me know. I would love to chat about these energy blocks and see what we can do to help you work through them. You guys, thank you for being here today. If you're on the live, on the replay, please drop a hello below. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll see you guys soon. Lots of love.